Peace and blessings. Welcome back to another video of Miss Akimi's Topics, where we break down real-world stories and dive into the messy, complicated truths beneath the headlines. If you're new here, I'm excited to have you join my community. To my loyal subscriber family, thank you for your ongoing support and engagement. Your presence makes this journey all the more enriching. Don't forget to hit that like button, y'all, and turn on all notifications so you never miss new content. Today, we're talking about something that's sneaking into our grocery bags and stealing from our wallets. And no, it's not your little cousin grabbing snacks when you're not looking. It's something called shrinkflation. Have you ever opened a bag of chips and it's mostly air with like 5 chips at the bottom of the bag? Or have you grabbed a roll of toilet paper lately that runs out way faster than it used to? That's shrinkflation at work. So what is shrinkflation exactly? It's when companies make products smaller but keep the price the same, or worse, they charge more for less. Imagine buying your favorite candy bar and it looks the same on the outside, but when you bite into it, it either tastes different due to them changing the ingredients or it's gone before it even gets into the taste palette. Let's dive in and see what's really going on with these disappearing groceries.
This is Angel Soft toilet paper. Again, big numbers right in front. The old one had 425 sheets on a roll, and you may still find this in some stores. The new one, 320. Shrinkflation tends to come in waves. When there are periods of high inflation, like we're in now, we see more manufacturers choosing, instead of raising the price, to make the products a little bit smaller. That's kind of a sneaky way of passing on a price increase because they hope most consumers are not going to catch it. I'm Edgar Dworsky. I'm a consumer advocate from consumerworld.org. I've been tracking the downsizing of products for decades. The newfangled name for it is shrinkflation. Right now, we're in the middle of a wave of inflation, and that means more manufacturers are downsizing more products. Where in normal times, I may only see half a dozen products every 3 months downsize. Now it's more like a dozen. Here, for example, is Spark. There are particular culprits, if you will, that have been downsized year after year. Snack foods, candy, breakfast cereal, paper goods. But it's not just limited to supermarket products. There may be household products. Recently, plant food was decreased in size substantially. And even restaurants seem to be changing their portion sizes, maybe charging you the same price, but you're getting less for your money. This is Arm & Hammer. When I've spoken to manufacturers, they tell me that they're experiencing higher labor costs, cost more to get the goods to the store, their raw material costs are going up. So they're faced with an issue. What do? Do we raise the price directly, but they know consumers are going to catch that and not be happy about it and maybe switch brands? Or do they take a little bit out of the product? That way they're passing on a price increase that they know many consumers are not going to catch. If you find your product has downsized, see if a competitor maybe hasn't changed yet. Try a store brand. Store brands usually are the last ones to downsize. Use unit pricing. That's the price on the shelf that tells you the price per ounce of a product. That way you can easily compare one brand to another, one size to another. It really is the great equalizer. Almost nothing surprises me anymore when it comes to downsizing of products. I always say, when I open a carton of eggs and I only see 11 inside, then it's gone too far. We haven't quite gotten to that point yet.
Now, this isn't anything new. Companies have been pulling this trick for years, but lately it's gotten way more obvious. Prices are going up, but the stuff we're buying keeps shrinking. It's like we're living in the twilight zone where everything looks normal, but your wallet is empty and your snacks are half gone. And it's not just here in the United States. This is happening all over. From Europe to Australia, companies are cutting corners and our grocery bags are feeling lighter because of it. Let's be real, y'all. It hits harder now because groceries are already expensive and now we're paying more for less. You'll see shrinkflation big time in packaged foods, chips, cereal, cookies, you name it. But it's not just food. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says shrinkflation is also hitting household paper goods. like toilet paper and paper towels, as well as the snacks. So, not only are your chips disappearing, but your paper towels and your toilet paper is disappearing too. Now, here is where it gets sneaky. Sometimes the package looks the same, but if you compare it to one from last year or even the year before, you'll notice differences. Maybe the box is slightly thinner or the bag has less product inside, even though it feels puffed up. Companies might change the shape of the container so it looks the same size on the shelf, but it actually holds less. Or they'll mess with the product itself, like making toilet paper rolls more narrow or using cheaper ingredients in your favorite snacks. It's like they're playing hide and seek with our money. Next time you're at the store, take a peek at old photos or receipts if you have them. You might be surprised how much less you're getting now compared to before. Even the weight listed on packages can be a clue. That's where the real trickery lies. The packaging stays the same, but what's inside keeps shrinking. The companies seem to be the only ones that win with this shrinkflation. They get to make more money while we're out here trying to figure out why our cereal box is half full. Companies care more about their profits than making sure we're getting what we paid for. It's like they're hoping we won't even notice until it's too late. Now, is shrinkflation going to make people stop shopping? More than likely not. We need our groceries, right? Unless you grow your own produce or whatnot. But technically, also, shrinkflation is not illegal. But a lot of people feel like it's shady. It's like a sneaky little trick companies play to get more of our money without us even realizing it.
But they robbed 6 ounces from you. Or is that 4? I'm so scarred, I don't even know what's going on. Toilet paper, paper towels, they could do it and they can get away with it, all right? Because somehow 24 done turned to 96 because they got 4 and 1 or something. Huh? Walmart reduced the amount of sheets by almost 30% and kept the price the same. Bounty reduced theirs by 11% and said, but it's better because it's more absorbent. I haven't noticed that, and I use Bounty all the time. Now, here's an example of what happens when we unite. They thought they was going to be slick adding some extra space in between the chocolate, but people said nah. And 2 years later, it got reversed. Y'all, let's unite. Now, this one's what pissed me off the most because it happened a couple years ago, but they dramatically reduced the size of these big laundry things, and the price was the exact same.
Being a person that always wants to be solution oriented, let me just say, we can fight back. One of the best ways to beat shrinkflation is to cut down on processed and prepackaged foods. Processed foods are the ones that come in boxes, bags, or cans and have a bunch of ingredients you can't even pronounce. You know, stuff like chips, frozen dinners, and sugary snacks. These are the foods where shrinkflation shows up the most because companies can mess with the size without us noticing right away. Instead, try cooking at home more often. Buy fresh fruits, veggies, and whole grains. Not only will you get more for your money, but it definitely is healthier for you too. Plus, you'll know exactly what's going into your food, which I believe personally can be the biggest gift to yourself and to the ones that you love and you're feeding. Another tip can be to eat more sustainable foods, things that are grown locally or in season. They're often cheaper and better for the environment, and definitely cut back on the sugary stuff. Shrinkflation loves to hide in sweet snacks and drinks because sugar is expensive, and companies are trying to save money there too. Get creative. Start comparing prices by weight instead of just looking at the sticker price. Check those labels and don't be afraid to switch store brands if need be. Sometimes they give you more bang for the buck. I would love to hear your thoughts on this, family. Have you ever noticed shrinkflation creeping into your grocery cart? Maybe you got some tips of your own to stretch that dollar a little further. Drop your experiences and ideas in the comments below. I love reading what y'all have to say, and who knows, your comment just might help someone else. All right, y'all. That's it for today's video. I appreciate you all for sticking with me through this discussion. Stay sharp, shop smart, and don't let these companies shortchange you. Catch you next time for more ways to keep your wallet and your pantry full. Peace.